Ryan, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I haven't done a lick of.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning in the BR app and on YouTube. This is our weekly NFL betting show, week 7. I am Ryan Ribeiro, joined by Bryson Stricker. Bryson, how are we doing, brother?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. I'm excited. I have a lock of the year, of the century, of the decade whale ultra premium play today.
Are we going to be
And
able
I'm
to see it on the website?
so excited. No shot.
Yeah, it's like Lad McConkey to catch a pass in the first 15 seconds. Is that what we're doing? Is that
No,
what we're
it's
talking about here?
Rashee Rice to get Rashee Rice catch first drive. You think
Okay.
that first play isn't going to screen pass to Rashee Rice? I got news for you.
Brother, you got to learn the art of a tease, man. You got to just tell me to back off.
I know. I'm not a tease guy. I'm like you.
We're 20 minutes from giving that pick out, 25 minutes, depending on how this parlay build goes. But love to see some people in the chat. Would love it. Ron Johnson's in here saying, let's get rich today. That's a great place to start. We're always trying to get rich. We haven't done it yet so far this NFL season.
We've also
Before we
won
go
like
to build,
5 times. That's
yeah,
impossible.
I mean, it is actually like kind of ridiculous. It's
It's
ridiculous.
like, we could pick 4 random guys that we've never heard of, and 3 of them would score. Like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
And I
annoying,
also
bro. It's
think
so
like we're losing on like Puka Nacua. Like it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
Did you see the play they drew from Puka last week?
Yes.
That was brutal.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, again, you can't script it. The second that 3 guys scored, it was destined. So, all right, let's get into the most bet touchdown scores of the day over at DraftKings. I don't know who's going to be at the top. I feel like as long as Jonathan Taylor exists, he'll probably still be there. But yeah, I mean, and also minus 180. So there's that. Jonathan Taylor minus 180. Quinshon Judkins at minus 110 playing the stinky Miami Dolphins. Saquon Barkley, Rashee Rice, which was mentioned about 2 seconds ago. Josh Jacobs, Roma Dunze, Rico Dowdle, Cam Scatterboo, Devon Achane, and Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton is an interesting one, is it not?
Yeah. No, that guy. It's like a, what is he doing here? That's like, what is he doing here meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the it's like the 3 soldiers and the clown behind him.
Yes.
That's
what is that
Courtland
brother
Sutton
doing
right
on
now.
this list?
Yeah, no
what
idea.
What is that brother doing?
Yeah, confused. I don't think there's a guy. There is one guy on that list that I'll say that like I thought I was going to suggest, and that being Quinshon Judkins, just because, dude, this Miami defense, this Miami football team is very, very, very bad. Very bad.
And it's just soft. And Judkins ain't soft.
No.
He's soft.
No.
They're soft.
Yeah. He's like diet Cam Scatterboo, I would say. But quick. So let's get over to DraftKings and let's start building this thing. I will say it does look like the chat might be having some technical difficulties today. So if you're dropping stuff in the chat, I apologize. That's I'm not ignoring you. I promise.
Love that
Bryson,
for the chat.
though, yeah, love that for the chat. I think we're probably good to skip the Vrabel Bowl, that being the Pats and the Titans.
Yes.
Yeah. Eagles Vikings. This one is interesting to me. I really like the Vikings in this game today. I could be convinced to take an Eagle. I just think we're in a weird spot with the Philadelphia Eagles just in general. And then I don't know what kind of game Carson Wentz is going to give us today. You know?
Yeah. Well, can I give you a really good take?
Go ahead.
What scenario does Jalen Hurts not get his tush pushed in there today? And you want to know why? I'm going to make something up that like I feel confident that you can't just like easily disprove. In games where the Eagles are on the public betting warning, which they will 100% be on the public betting warning today. Do you agree with that?
That might be the cover. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has scored a touchdown in 70% of those games.
Yeah, it's a fake number though. It's a fake stat. Like you tell me that,
But
and I'm
it's like
like, ah,
that's
I mean,
got to
that
be
means
pretty
nothing to me.
accurate. I would guarantee you that's pretty close to being accurate.
How about
Like it's
this?
like
How about
every
a
time they're in a close game, they end up having to push, dude.
Yeah, I don't dislike the play. It's just like I feel like sometimes you do this thing where you're like you give a half decent play, but your reasoning is horrendous, which is like I
Yeah,
regret half the time. Like you say something and I'm like, "Oh, do you want to give a reason?" And then you give the reason and I'm like, "Oh, I actually wish I didn't ask."
yeah, but it's like, can I give you a great counterpoint? It's like
Go ahead.
if all of us just having like logical reasons were ways to win bets, like sportsbooks wouldn't be rich. So you gotta get into the nitty gritty, and you gotta be like, well, they're on the public betting warning, so I'm taking Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown. That's how you get around it. That's how you cook the books.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me, and that's all I'll say. This game also interesting to me as well. I don't I don't
Yeah,
have a strong lean. I mean, it
I
feels like the Chiefs win by a billion, but
yeah, like Genty will probably score.
yeah. I mean, that Chiefs run defense has been pretty good, man.
Yeah, but they'll find other ways to get Genty the ball. That bro, Genty be lowering the boom, bro. Like he really
Yeah.
be lowering the boom.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to
But
get
I
him
mean,
the
I'm fine
ball,
with
but it's,
passing. I'm fine with passing on
yeah.
this. Can I also
I
say
don't think,
I passed on going to this game to do this show. That's another cool thing that I passed
that's a
on.
true warrior right there. That's a true
Thank you.
warrior right there.
Thank you.
This is where things start to get a little interesting to me. I, not a game that I'm excited to watch, but a game where I think points will be scored.
Yeah. Who's scoring them, you think?
You're not going to like this.
Yep. You're right about that. I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just,
Well, have you looked up the weather in Chicago today? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm 8 hours south of Chicago. It's very cold. It's cold today. With weather Chicago, it's raining, bro. It's raining, Ribby. It's
do we
raining.
I think maybe we just don't. Or I feel like we just don't take this game then.
Then I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with leaving Olave in there. Like I wouldn't hate leaving him in there, but it's like there is no world that we hit. Like Olave's like the dropped a wide open touchdown first drive, which is exactly what he did to us last time. Dropped a wide open touchdown first drive, and then we never hear from bro again. And the other three guys score, and it's like holy smokies.
Yeah.
Now
Fair
there's a
enough.
chance you might like a guy in this game that I like.
Okay. I hope we're at least picking from the same team.
I fear we're not.
God damn it. Go ahead. Who are you taking?
Well, maybe we are. Justin Fields, bro.
Oh, that was exactly who I was going to say.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. Dude, Justin Fields is scoring a touchdown today. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I completely agree. The Jets are going to win the game, but Justice
Yes.
Fields is getting in the box. Like, no Garrett Wilson is going to mean Aaron Glenn is not going to want to watch this guy drop back 25 times to throw the football. I love me some Mason Taylor, but not enough to watch him throw the football 25 times today. That dude is
Yeah.
scooting his way into the end zone.
Facts.
God.
Woo.
AP plus 130
Fieldsy.
feels pretty good.
I know. Dude. Justin Fields getting in a box.
Yeah.
Getting
Okay.
in the box.
This is where things get interesting because I
Is
like
that
Judkins.
130
I don't
now?
like. Yeah, it's minus 130.
Brutal.
I like Judkins, but I don't know if I like him enough to
Yeah,
try and
you want to know
commit.
why I don't necessarily like him enough?
Go ahead.
One, they have two other running backs, and no one ever talks about that. That's
I
my
mean, it's
first
fair.
reason.
He's the far and away the best
Well,
one.
no, I
Go
know,
ahead.
but it's like, but Ford, I think Ford scored like a week ago too. Like, it's like
Yeah.
obviously Judkins is running back one, but like they end up in a lot of situations where it's like Judkins gets him down the field, and brother's he's a little tappy, a little sleepy, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he doesn't have the breakaway speed. He's
And
getting
the
ran down.
other thing I don't like is their quarterback is willing to run, and then the other thing I don't like is they have two really good tight ends. Although I don't see Njoku on here, so maybe is he hurt or something?
He is hurt. It's Fannin today.
Okay, well, it's like they have a really good tight end, which is like people be dumping to tight ends. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That being said, I would be willing to put Judkins in here. I want all that to be said. I would put him in here, but it's scary, scary
I
Terry.
think let's keep moving down the board because there's a game here that there's going to be 3 trillion points scored, and I think it's just worth taking a stab at someone scoring in that game. It's not this
Yeah,
game, but if you have a lean, I tend to think like this game. I think is going to be actually disgusting. I think I'm going to hold my nose watching this game.
I mean, yeah, it's that. Well, like, I'm curious here. We obviously don't know, but I'm very curious, like, what the book need is on this game. Would you like to know why I'm curious about that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to regret
Um,
asking that, but go ahead.
well, it's like I feel like when you're like New York has the same aspect of like the Cowboys, where it's like everyone watches New York teams, so it's like we just saw them play really well in prime time, like, and beat the
Yep.
Eagles. They smoked the Eagles. And so, like, the Broncos are way better than them, but it's like 7.5 points. I can see a world where a lot of people think the Giants, like Cam Scatterbo was on the most bet anytime touch. Like, I can see a world where people are like, oh, I like the Giants here. So then maybe I
I
need to
think the
zag and
Giants.
take the Broncos.
Yeah, I think the Giants are definitely going to be on the most bet or on the public betting warning if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. So it's an interesting game from that perspective because it's like, well, you could argue that like J.K. Dobbins probably kind of free.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
What's
I
going
don't
on
know
with the
how much I
computer here?
would. Yeah,
Do you
that
forget
that
how
I
to
don't
operate
know.
DraftKings again?
It just scared on me. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would not say that I'm willing to put J.K. Dobbins in this parlay. I'll just be completely straight with you on
Okay.
that.
And I'll be okay. I'll be okay with saying okay. I'll be okay with you not being okay.
Okay,
So I'm a great
that's
guy.
big of you. That's big
Thank
of
you.
you. I appreciate that. Let's get down to this next game. Also, by the way, Justin Fields plus 145 now, so that's brutal. But
Hey,
we
we'll
move.
take the money. We'll take the money.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel great. Okay. Uh, I I fear that we missed it. Like, if I could read the chat right now, Rob Dog is probably screaming into the ether to take Tyler Warren, and he's done it every single week, and he's
Yeah.
burned us. But I fear we might have missed the boat.
Yeah. You know who I don't hate?
Are you going to say Lad
Danny
again?
Dimes. Danny Dimes.
I don't hate Danny Dimes. He did score last week. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I see it in my head. I see a PI in the end zone.
Yeah, and they push. They push that tush. They do. So there's
Yeah.
that. All right. How about this? We'll take out Olave, and then we'll keep looking. And if we like someone in a later game better, we're going to take out Jalen Hurts. I think that's just what we're going to do. I don't like anyone in this Packers Cardinals game.
Or Ribbit.
What? No, we haven't hit one. We haven't hit a 4. We haven't hit a 4. And there's no chat to be able to chant 5 legs, unfortunately.
That's brutal.
I like, how about this? I said I don't like anyone in this game. I could be talked into, also, Emmanuel Wilson being minus 160 is nuts. Matthew Golden at plus 175 speaks to me, but not enough to put this in the lay, I think.
Yeah. Can I ask you a really good question? I
Go
watch
ahead.
like a lot of football. I watch like a lot of football. We've talked about the setup. We've talked about I got all these TVs. I watch a lot of football. I watch a lot of college football. I've
Mhm.
legitimately never heard of Chris Brooks. Is that like am I missing something?
No, I don't. Should we be saying this on air? I don't know, but I don't know who that brother is.
I mean, I kind of want to put him in the lay. Like, part of me just wants to take him to score a touchdown. He's plus
Right.
275. I've
Yeah,
watched
but
every Packers game. Is this guy playing?
well, we're gonna find out right now. Can I say something? If we had hit 4 parlays to start the season, maybe we're in a situation to put Chris Brooks in our parlay. We're not in a situation like that, Bryson.
Can I ask you a question? What
Go ahead.
position do you think Chris Brooks plays?
Well, I'm looking at his stats right now, and he has touched the ball out of the backfield nearly as much as he has touched the ball in the receiving game. I'm gonna guess that he's a running back.
He is a running back. And
That's
that is like
nuts.
what's mind blowing is that what is this? 3 out of the first 7 people on this touchdown list are Packers running backs. That is
Yeah,
insane. All right, we
that
can
is
move on from
nuts.
Chris Brooks. I just want to say that is nuts. Did you see
Yeah,
where he
and
played college football at?
no, Kansas,
No,
K-State.
I wouldn't know who Chris Brooks was. No, he played at Cal and BYU. That's nuts.
Yeah,
I've never heard of this guy. I hope he does great
no.
today. When I see NFL tweet out Chris Brooks 33-yard receiving touchdown today, that's going to be a great moment.
Okay, this is where things get interesting to me because this game is going to have 4 jillion points scored in it. And this is where I stand on this game. I think I'm surprised George Pickens is not on the most bet anytime touchdown list. I think Bill Krosky Merritt is a lock. I also think CeeDee Lamb is a lock. There are 4 other guys who will probably also score touchdowns, but that's just kind of where I stand looking at this game currently. I also don't hate Jaden Daniels.
Can you scroll down just a tiny bit? Show me like 2 more players. Show me 2 more players. Okay, so Chris Rodriguez is the backup for the Commanders these days. Yeah.
Yeah, not like confidently,
Well,
but yeah.
well, I mean, I'm just saying he's like the second running back listed. And they have no Debo, and
No
he'd be coming
Debo.
out of the backfield sometimes. Yeah, I would probably lean Bill. And the only reason I would lean Bill is you know how I feel about guys coming back from injury. Big CD guy, you know how I feel about guys coming back from injury.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. I think getting Bill at minus 105 is a pretty decent spot to be in.
I would
I'm just
agree.
saying, I think we could close our eyes and click a button, and I think we'd probably be right on this game.
I'd also be fine with that strategy. I think that would be
Yeah.
a fun strategy.
I feel like that's something we do after we win. You know what I mean? You just, a
Could
little.
you imagine if we like picked a random guy and he scored? That would be nuts.
That'd be pretty great. Okay. Sunday Night Football, Falcons, Niners. Here's where I stand. The only thing I'm really looking to replace at this point is potentially Jalen Hurts. Potentially.
My
I'm
pick.
not even really.
My pick. You're willing
Yes.
to replace. You wanted to replace my pick.
Yeah, well, if you remember, you were the one who picked Puka last week. I didn't necessarily
But
love
I also picked somebody else who scored. Like
Yeah,
Solo Dolo picked somebody else who scored. I
I
don't remember who it
understand that.
was.
I'm just throwing it out there, brother.
But Jalen Hurts is scoring because he's on the public bet at warning, and that's hit 70%. You're forgetting that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, bro, this is a solid 32-1 lay. I actually like really think like it's like we have a 32-1. Show the whole slip. Show the whole slip. Let me do a little chit chat. We have a 32-1 anytime touchdown parlay that has a tush push, has another tush push, has Bill against a team that hasn't let up another team from scoring 400 points yet this season. And then we have Justin Fields, who doesn't have a wide receiver 1 and has legitimately 2 people he can throw the ball to all game in a game that I think they're going to win. That is we're in a good spot, bro. A good spot.
I'm in. That's it. I think we're good then. I just 3 quarterbacks always trips me up, but
So right where I wanted to be. Right where I wanted to be.
all right, brother. Here it is. 4-leg anytime touchdown parlay for NFL Week 7. It starts with Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, and Bill Krosky Merritt to take us home at 4:30 in Dallas against the Cowboys. 4 legs, 32-1 over on DraftKings. If you like it, go tail it. Add a little boost to it. Add a little promo to it. If you don't like it, do your own thing. Add a boost to it. Add a promo to it. Do whatever you got to do, but bet touchdown scores over at DraftKings Sportsbook. The best place to do it, and that's where we'll be doing this today.
You know one thing that
all
sucks,
right.
Ryan? You
Tell
know
me.
one thing that sucks is
Tell me.
that this parlay is going to hit today, and you're going to drop the slip in $250 to win like 7.8K. You're going to be like,
Yeah.
I'm Ribby. I'm the GOAT. Boost. And I'm like, well, I lost because I added Chris Brooks to the parlay. That just sucks.
At least you'll smell like pumpkin spice while that's going on.
Yeah, that's a good take. Good take.
Yeah. Okay, Bryson, I want you to close your eyes. We're going to do the public betting warning.
Yes.
We're going to throw it on screen, and you're going to tell me who you think is number 1 and who is the cover photo. Go.
What's interesting about this is that I worked with Logan this morning. So I saw him type all this out, but I don't necessarily remember exactly who it was. And I'm trying to play through the slate real quick, trying to think who's the short dogs. Chiefs may be on there, but no, probably not the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Eagles and Jalen Hurts center, Saquon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is
Patriots and
nuts.
Drake May. Yeah.
That is nuts. I was second. I got second place. That's cool.
There you go. Yeah. You've been killing
Yes.
it recently, but this is it. The New England Patriots -7 today against the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee is the most public bet side of the day, followed by Eagles -1.5 against the Vikings, Bears -3.5 against the Saints, Panthers -1.5 against the Jets, and the New York Giants +7, like we talked about earlier on the show, against the Denver Broncos in Colorado. It's an interesting. This is one of those where like I look at these five today and I'm like, I could see every single one of these losing. Like, and I don't usually, I haven't been feeling that way the first 6 weeks of the season. I think that we're looking at a potentially a clean sweep.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Good.
When's the last time you remember a coach getting fired and that team not covering the spread the next week?
I think the Panthers. I think the Panthers were the only team when Steve Wilkes took over. I think they got boat raced by the Los Angeles Rams.
That
But
checks out. It's just
yeah,
like there's no shot Titans +7 touches my bet slip. Like there's just no chance that gets seen in my bet slips. But it's like them brothers are covering today. And the
I tend to
Eagles are not covering. And the Panthers are not covering. I don't know about the rest of them.
yeah, I tend to agree with you on pretty much all of that. I will say too, the only exception that I will give, the exception to the rule that I would give the Panthers in the situation that I brought up is I think they were working with Baker and Sam Darnold at that time. And it's different than a rookie quarterback who is still trying to prove something in this league. Like I think both of those guys were like checked out and potentially thought their careers were over. Whereas
Yeah.
you still have some level of hope in Tennessee. It's just like you didn't have the right guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to get to the best bets though, Bry. Your number one best bet of the day. Feed it to me.
Rasheed Rice, catch a pass. First drive. Just choose like first quarter yards or something. You know? Because I think that's hitting too, bro. This is a generational opportunity to just it's not going to be on there, Ribby. We know this. Go to receiving
Yeah,
yards
I know.
first drive and go to first quarter. Um, Ribby, you might remember when we were in Chicago, NFL Week 1, I think 2 years ago. Maybe it was last year, but I think it was 2 years ago. And we were at that Italian beef place, remember? And I was
Yeah,
pissed
oh,
off
I can't forget.
about Dak not throwing the ball to CD. And I
Yeah,
was like, he just like doesn't understand. Like in these trying times, you just got to feed your guy. And you know who feeds their guy?
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
And it's like, I'll say that it's probably like, it makes sense, but it's like Mahomes has been throwing the ball to Tyquan Thornton. And don't get me wrong, Tyquan Thornton's been catching the ball. Like, this is not even a
Yes,
slight to Tyquan Thornton, but it's like he's going to see 4 out there and be like, holy smokes, my guy's back. You know what I mean?
I completely agree with you. My only thing is like, I think the Raiders know that. Are they good enough to stop it? And I honestly, I think the answer to that is probably no. But
Yeah.
Max Crosby gets up for these games. Like Max
Yeah, I would
Crosby is
agree. I would
rotting
agree.
away. Yeah, he is rotting away in Las Vegas, and he sees Kansas City Chiefs on his schedule. He sees it's an Arrowhead, and he says, "Let me go get some." And I think that's the one game a year that this team, half of this team, probably gets up for. So that's my only thing. I do agree with you though. I don't know if Rasheed Rice gets into the end zone, but brother's getting the ball for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, the stinkiest play of the day, in my opinion, that will come from myself, is the New York Jets to win the football game today. I think. Well, I'll take 1.5 while they're still giving it to me. I think this Panthers team is like incredibly overrated. What are we dancing
Oh
for?
my God. I'm just dancing for the Jets, man. We need everything. We got to get some voodoo magic and everything. They are so bad.
The Jets are awful, but I think people are forgetting just how bad the Panthers looked like 3 weeks ago.
I don't
You
disagree.
know,
I don't
you
disagree
play.
with you.
Here's my take. You play, and I don't mean this to be a full slight on the Panthers. They're not a bad football team. I think they're probably everyone's like favorite darling to start the NFL season. But they played the Miami Dolphins 2 weeks ago. The Dolphins don't even want to play football anymore as a collective. They played the Dallas Cowboys the next week and got Rico Dowdle to run for 200 yards on the worst defense in NFL history and put together 2 wins. It was an impressive win last week. I'm not saying it's not. It's just I don't think they are that good. And I think if you could pin your ears back and get after Bryce Young, you will be reminded the Bryce Young that we've seen 85% of this time in the league. Now, to your point, Bryson, do the Jets take advantage of that and play decent football on their own end? The answer to that is I don't know. I think they do today, and I think they win the game. Again, I'll take +1.5 because this is the New York Jets. And if you were to tell me that they were kicking an extra point to send the game into overtime and they missed it, I would say sounds like the New York Jets. So take the +1.5 while you still can, but I do think they win the football game.
We're aligned.
Yeah. This is going to be a very sweaty one today, and I don't look forward to it, but at the same time, I kind of do. You know, it's one of those games.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother. Feed me.
Jordan Mason receptions.
Yeah.
Like that spot today. I think Carson, they're going to have to give him the simple stuff. I pray it's still 3. I pray it's still 3. I pray it's still 3.
It's 2.
Oh my God, it's 2. Even better.
I feel like you with props don't get scared off by what you would if like a game line moved.
Well, I got 3 at like +122. So I'm not going to lose
Okay.
sleep at that.
Yeah.
I mini laddered it. I don't think there's like a ton of upside of him getting like 6, but it's like I think like 2, 3, 4, good place to be.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, good place to be.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind the spot. I will say they don't really use him like a ton out of the backfield, but he's
Correct.
the best running back they have currently. So I think he's got
Correct.
to be on the field. You just got to hope he doesn't
Correct.
fumble. That's
Correct.
been a thing. That's been a
Yeah.
thing. So, okay, my next one. I have been the bet on the New Orleans Saints guy so far this year. It's worked sometimes. It's worked not great other times. Last week it didn't work great at all. But give me the Saints +4.5 today against the Bears. I think people are jumping on the Bears like pretty heavily right now, and I understand why. I think that makes sense. This Saints team, though, for whatever reason, like fights. They're not that good. And I think that's something that should be said out loud and acknowledged before I say the rest of this. The New Orleans Saints are not that good of a football team, but they fight. They do not give up. And like a team like the Titans, and the reason why they will not be on one of my 3 best bets for today is I think at a certain point, the Tennessee Titans do give up. And I don't think the Saints do. And I think that's exactly what you want in a dog on the road that you're betting on. It's a team who will not give up. I don't think they will spend a majority of this game in the lead. I think this is going to be a very close game, and you just need them to stay in the fight, and I think that they will.
Yeah. I don't hate it, brother. I don't hate it.
You did when I first
I
clicked it. You shook your head. You shook your head.
Well, it's like it's just ugly. There's better bets out there, like Jordan Mason 2 receptions, you know?
Right. Yeah. All right, brother. What else you got?
I was gonna say I had another best bet, but honestly, like the more I think about this whole show, I think I like this one more. Harrison Butker field goals, bro. Brother's been missing, don't get me wrong. Brother's been missing. But like it just this reeks of like random, unnecessary, like Chiefs are getting stopped. It doesn't make any sense. You know? That's my take.
Yeah. I and again, like we did say before, like this is one of those games that I think the Raiders get up for. So I don't hate it. You brought up the best point though to counter this to start is like, is he going to make his field goals?
Yeah.
I don't know. You
I
know,
don't know either. I hope so,
yeah.
though.
That's the worst spot to be in when you are either betting on a kicker, you have a kicker on your fantasy team, you have a kicker on your football team in general. Once brother starts missing kicks, that's like dude, that's
Yeah.
a sign of the plague.
There's
That's a sign
nothing
of the
worse
plague.
than like guys like Bucker who are like solid. Like Tucker. We watched Tucker have like just a brutal fall from grace last year,
A
man. And
hundred
it's
percent.
like that shit's sad to watch, man. It's like these guys used to be automatic, and now it's like, oh my God, are they ever gonna make one again?
Yeah. That's no,
It's sad to
again,
watch.
it's the sign of the plague. Like Cam Little, I know you were big on Cam Little earlier this year. It's like
Yeah. Oh, he's
once he
horrible. You
started
missed
missing,
earlier.
yeah, no, I saw they went for it on 4th and 7 from the Rams 11. It's like we're in
Yeah.
that type of spot.
Yeah.
That's bad. So,
Yeah. No
okay,
bueno.
my last best bet is going to be going back to this Vikings Eagles game, and I'll take the Vikings plus 1.5 today. I love a Carson Wentz revenge game. I know I said earlier in the show I don't have a super strong read of how exactly this game is going to go, but I do think it's close, and I think you just kind of have to take the reports coming out of Philly at face value. I don't think that team right now is together at all. And I think this Vikings team is good enough to punch them in the mouth and stay ahead. Like they have
Yeah.
every aspect of their team fully set to beat the Eagles. It just comes down to, is Carson Wentz going to run around like a chicken without his head and throw 4 picks? That's the
Yeah.
only caveat to all of this. I think the Vikings are perfectly matched in every other facet of this football game to get ahead of the Eagles and stay ahead of the Eagles. It is about turning the ball over. If they don't turn the ball over, I think the Vikings win. Much like the New York Jets, though, I will take the 1.5 if they're giving it to me.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think what's really interesting, we can just laugh about that you said at the beginning, is that like the team's not together. Bro, they won the Super Bowl 8 months ago.
Yeah,
And
I know.
it's like so funny how like I agree with what you're saying. Like that team is very clearly like not all on the same page. But it's like you
Yeah,
brothers just won the Super Bowl. Like what could you not be on the same page about? It's like so I think there's almost like a not enough like respect put on winning. It's like, obviously like a lot is made of the AJ Brown situation. How is that not a flag on the Rams? Okay. A lot's put on AJ Brown. It's like, oh, he's upset, he's angry, he's not getting the ball. But it's like, do you want to go to Cleveland and get the ball
yeah,
15 times and lose every
and
game
lose.
by 30?
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know. I really just think like players, especially in the NFL, do not care about like, or at least think they don't care about winning. They think they don't care about winning. And like, there's like Tyreek's a great example where it's like, I don't know obviously the cross comparison, but it's like he's got to be putting up, or at least pre-injury and stuff. But it's like they putting up the same numbers, if not better, than he was at the Chiefs. But it's like he was losing every game. It's like he had an
yeah,
unreal year, lost every game, and he's all pissed off. And it's like, well, dude, you said that you said Tua was better than Mahomes, and
yeah.
you sacrificed 8 wins for an extra $10 million or whatever you're getting in your pocket, which is cool. But it's like winning is so cool. Winning is better. I like winning.
Winning,
I'm sure you do too.
winning is sick.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I don't know. I
I,
don't
I
know.
will also say
Makes no sense.
I know I agree, and I'll just bring up one point in addition to everything that I feel like has not been talked about at all, and just a reminder to everyone: the Eagles are 4-2 and in first place. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like think about how bad it must be in that locker room that they are 4-2 and in first place, and the world is falling apart. That happens to teams when they're 2-4 and in last place or in third place. They
Yeah.
control their own destiny the rest of the way. They theoretically could have a bye in the NFC with the record that they have if they keep on that pace. And we're
Yeah.
and we're out here complaining about not getting the football.
Yeah. And I would say there's like they are like clearly better than every team in their division as well. With all respect to your
Yes.
Cowboys. So it's
No,
like,
no, you're
yeah, no, it's
correct.
just like it just makes no sense to me because like obviously they just lost to the Giants, but it's like they have 4 or 5 like scheduled wins on their schedule from their division. And then it's like
Yes.
go beat some of these other bad teams and it's like all of a sudden you're 11-6. I don't know. Makes no sense.
Yeah, without blinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I this is one of the great mysteries that I'm very intrigued to see how this unfolds as the season goes on. But yeah, Philadelphia Eagles, I think, are on the cusp of falling apart. We'll see. Vikings plus 1.5 is my last best bet. Just as a reminder, our 6 best bets today are Rashee Rice, 15 plus receiving yards in the first quarter. But Bryson, if you are in a eligible state, that real best bet is Rashee Rice to catch a pass in the first drive, correct?
Yes.
Love that. Thank you for the verbal confirmation. Jets plus 1.5 for me. 2 plus Jordan Mason receptions from Bryson. Saints plus 4.5 for me. Harrison Butker to make 2 plus field goals from Bryson. And then to wrap things up, the Minnesota Vikings plus 1.5 against the Philadelphia Eagles. If you like all of these, you could parlay it 6 legs, 28-1. If you like none of these, you can also go and fade them for whatever price you want. If you like some of them, you don't like some of them, you can bet them straight. That's what we'll probably do in the course of today. But this is our best bets for NFL Week 7. All right, Bryce, I think it's time to get out of here, man.
Yeah, I got a job to do. My boss gonna be yelling at me soon.
Godspeed, man. That guy's
My
nuts.
boss is great. My boss is a great guy, wonderful guy. Gives me great winning sports bets all the time. Treats me well. Does everything I ever ask of him. That's all I ask for. Good guy.
And on that note, for Bryson Stricker, I am Ryan Ribeiro. Appreciate everyone who jumped in the chat here and vibed with us today. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully we come back next week to some winners for once. Please. All right, everyone. Have a great Sunday. Let's get rich.
Peace.